What would you do if your business was printing money? You're the king of the mountain. Profits are breaking records. Customers love you. Would you set it on fire? Would you bet everything, your reputation, your company, your fortune, on a risky, unproven idea that could make your entire business vanish? In 2011, Reed Hastings did. This is the story of the greatest business evolution in modern history. This is the nuclear option. In the early 2000s, Netflix wasn't just a product, it was a ritual. The thrill of finding that red envelope in your mailbox, the late-night ritual of scrolling their website, building your queue like a personal library. They had crushed Blockbuster, rewritten the rules of entertainment, and captured Wall Street's heart. Netflix wasn't just winning, they were invincible. But Reed Hastings saw a crack in the foundation. He saw it in the bandwidth of internet connections slowly climbing. He saw it in the buffering, low-quality streams of an early YouTube. He knew the DVD was a dead format walking. It was just a question of when. This is the innovator's dilemma. Do you defend your cash cow until the market leaves it behind, or do you attack yourself before anyone else can? In July 2011, Hastings made his move. He announced Quickster, a new company. DVDs would go to Quickster.com, streaming would stay on Netflix, the prices would jump. For users, it was a confusing, frustrating betrayal. The outrage was instant and vicious. Over 800,000 subscribers quit. The stock tanked, losing over 80% of its value. It was a public execution. Pundits wrote their obituaries. They called it one of the worst business blunders in history. But what if they were wrong? What if this wasn't a mistake, but a calculated detonation? Hastings knew the transition to streaming had to be absolute. He couldn't let the profitable DVD business slowly strangle the infant streaming one. By creating Quickster, by making the DVD service worse and more expensive, he wasn't alienating customers. He was migrating them. He was forcing them onto the future platform, even if they kicked and screamed. He was cannibalizing his own revenue on his own terms, before a competitor like Amazon or Apple could do it for him. It was brutal, it was genius. He used pain as a strategy. With the line in the sand drawn, the uncertainty was gone. Every single dollar, every ounce of effort went into one thing: building the best streaming platform on earth. They poured billions into content no one else had. They bet the entire company on original programming. It worked. The very subscribers who left began to trickle back, then flood back. The world was learning a new ritual: binge watching. The stock didn't just recover, it exploded. They hadn't just saved Netflix. They had built a new empire on the ashes of the old one. So what's the takeaway for you? The lesson: you have to see the inflection point everyone else is ignoring. Second, you must be willing to cannibalize your own success. If you don't, someone else will. And third, once you decide, you commit. You burn the boats. Because that's the only way to force a new world into existence.